Hi, guys. Welcome to our channel where we talk about all things law of assumption, creating your reality from within, spirituality, and personal development. So, today I want to talk about how to live your life in a more unbothered state as opposed to highly anxious, always worrying all the time, and just in that nervous energy that's not very fun to live in, right? So, if you haven't noticed, the majority of the world is living in an anxious energy. And, like it's just energy, right? So if you think about it just being really fast moving energy where all the thoughts are all over the place, there is no direction in the mind of that person, then it's very easy to see that the answer is just giving it direction, taming the mind, and choosing what to think about. At first, if you don't have experience doing this, it can be a little bit challenging or intimidating, but it's just like an exercise. Just like you learn to walk, you learn to exercise, you learn to run, you can also give your mind direction so that it learns how to feel stable and what to focus on as opposed to the worries, fears, and memories of the past. So, like I've mentioned in other videos, the mind has neuroplasticity, which means it can create new neural pathways, which essentially just means like conversation paths where your thoughts can more easily flow through as opposed to whatever you were, programmed with before at no fault to yourself or anybody else. It's just if you're around something uncomfortable or whatever you were around, whether it was comfortable or uncomfortable, it's just going to be stored in your mind and thus it turns into emotions and beliefs, etc., etc. So the really cool thing about this is that once you understand that what you focus on creates your energetic resonance, and your energy is the strongest factor in creating the reflection of the world outside of you, what you experience with your senses, the world outside of you, it's something that is coming from within you. Now, I'm not saying that you have to micromanage and control every single aspect of what's being reflected, but what I am saying is that whatever circumstance you find yourself in, you're able to think outside of it, energetically optimize yourself, your mind, your emotional coherence so that it can be dissolved. So, a lot of the really famous spiritual teachers out there will remind you think yourself into your ideal state. Please remember you get to choose the identity of who you want to be in this lifetime. And there's going to be a little bit of lag around you. So you become unbothered when you realize that you're living in a world of thoughts turned to form. So if there's people around you saying things that you don't like, just dismiss them. Your attachment to them will harden them into truth, and your mind is going to create associations saying, look, we were right, because what you believe to be right, you will start experiencing, and it becomes self-fulfilling prophecy because the evidence comes after the belief. Something that you can do if you are changing any circumstance in your life. This could be about health, this can be about wealth, this can be about friendships, relationships, situations, your home, your career. When you see evidence of something you don't like, just upgrade it in your heart. Just say, oh, that's so interesting. That's something I don't want to experience. I'm so happy that it's leaving my reality. And as you do this more and more, uh, you're going to build the confidence in your heart and in your mind that that's how reality works. As you feel within, you are going to start experiencing life around you. And so that's how you become truly unbothered. Nothing can shake you, nothing can scare you because you know that your detachment of it can upgrade any circumstance. Something that's really easy for me to teach and practice myself is to send everything love. When you send things love, you upgrade them. I see them in the light that they are. Remember, everybody around you, their natural state is love, is neutrality, is light. If you get afflicted by it, it's only because you created a negative association and rationale with it, and thus the trigger belongs to you and you alone. When you let it go, send it back to love, say, I do not prefer this circumstance, you're going to see how it will be removed from your life. There's no one to fight. The ego lives in separation, but the truth is that we're all of it. Your you're your friends, you're your family, you're the landlord, you're your neighbor, you're your boss, you're your clients. We are all connected. That which you see in me right now in this video is you, and I am talking to different versions of myself. So it is a very beautiful life experience that we get to experience when we have different identities, different avatars, different like egos in a way. The ego's not bad in any means, it's just different identities. However, to identify attached to the ego can be very detrimental and create a lot of pain and sorrow in your human body because you feel like you need to control it, you feel attached to it, and you feel like you're missing something. And what a lot of manifestation coaches or law of attraction teachers teach you is that you just need to let it go, that attachment and desire are kind of like in some, I think in like some spiritual communities, like attachment is the root of all evil, in Buddhism specifically. And it is because attachment, desire, you have to understand that if you want something, you're always going to run after it, and it's going to evade you because you are one and the same. When you want, there is a void. When you desire, know that you already have it and it's already part of you, and get excited for the materialization, the hardening, the reflection of it around you. There is nothing left for you to do but to enjoy what pulls you towards taking action. Whether it's the job that you want, you already have the job. Sit in the knowing that you are worthy. It's very important for you to know that we are all equally worthy and valuable and full of love. That's why the less animosity you have with others, the easier it is for you to believe that you are also deserving of beautiful and wonderful things, right? Because everything is the God source within you. Everything is able to take shape and mold into the version that it prefers, the version of success, the version of love. And as you rest into that knowing of, let's say you want the job and you're like, I already have it, and my job is so fun and it's so easy, and you wake up with that energy every single day, the gap has to close and you will eventually sit yourself in that position, in that circumstance. It's just being really clear about it and not allowing yourself to be distracted by other circumstances. You can also go straight to the end for your health. Do not look at illness like it has power over you, because it does not. You have the full capacity to feel yourself into health, and you will see that all the pieces are going to come together to restore your body, your mind, and your soul. I love you so much. Share with me a story where you were able to do this, and I would love to keep this conversation going. Bye.